we're going to break down HR 127. Right?
There we go.
It was written by Miss Jackson Lee. Well, it wasn't written. It was kind of introduced by her. If you don't know who she is, she was the one that's like, I've held an AR-15. She's an older black lady, I believe. Yeah, she is. I won't say I believe. She is an older black lady. She's the one that goes, I've held an AR-15 in my hands. It's as heavy as 10 boxes. It's like, you have never picked up 10 boxes in your life.
I haven't seen that video in so long.
But that's the lady, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
So, this is what it's for. It says it's to provide for the licensing of firearm and ammunition possession and the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. Literally, they're just saying, yeah, we're not going to let you buy certain things. So I don't think you've read this, Tristan. I have read it.
No.
It's stupid. Okay, so essentially one of the things that you're going to have to do, right, is you're going to have to get certain licenses and training to get a firearm. And I believe there's a 24-hour wait period on buying it. Anyway, so here we go. You have to register, if you already own firearms, you have to register which ones you have, and the list is going to be given to the government. You know who else has access to this list? The public. Great idea. I would love for the robbers to know who break into my house exactly where my guns are and what they are.
Oh, he's got a 50 BMG? Say less.
Yeah. Like, this can't possibly go wrong. Also, I don't know if you know who Brandon Herrera is. Mm-hmm. For those of y'all that don't know, he runs a channel. He's big. He is the AK guy, manufactures AK. He made a video on this. Great quote. I like it. He said, typically, if you have to give a list of something that you own to the government, it usually means they're going to come and take it later down the line or sometime in the future. So I'm a big believer in that, right? I thoroughly believe that's true, right? Like, why would you need a list, of where everything, like, why do you care so much unless you have a plan to come and take it? You know what I mean? If you buy it, you have to register it and whatnot. So here we go, Tristan. You're gonna love this one. Requirements, right? We're in requirements. General license, except as otherwise provided in this subsection, the Attorney General shall issue an individual license to possess a firearm and ammunition, right? Because you have to have a license to own ammunition now. If the individual has attained 21 years of age. You have to be 21 now to buy a gun if this passes. Need I remind you, and Tristan can attest to this because he went through it, you can go die for your country at 18. Actually, you can sign the contract at 17. You can go die.
You can go to basic at 17 too.
You can go die for your country at age 18 and use actual military grade weaponry, but you cannot own a civilian firearm.
At 17, you can go to basic, and they can hand you a grenade to throw. A 68.
You can learn mortars.
But you can't own a 22.
You can learn to drive a tank. If you want to be a tanker at, like, what's the minimum? There's got to be a minimum age. Is there at 18?
What, for being a tanker?
Yeah.
There's a minimum height, though. There's no minimum age, but there's a minimum height.
You mean maximum height?
No, minimum.
Oh, you can't.
So there is a minimum for the driver. Dude, those hellholes suck.
That's true.
You ain't gonna shove like a 6'7" person in there.
Yeah, so it's a maximum.
Out. Oh, sorry, I'm not smart.
Yeah, we know.
Tracking.
No, so you can go learn all this stuff at 18 and use weapons of mass destruction. Actual military grade stuff. But you can't come home and buy a 22 to shoot the rats and pests around your house. Because that makes sense. Okay. Oh. So yeah, if this passes, you'd have to be 21, right? You can buy, typically in most states, you buy a long rifle or a shotgun at age 18, you buy a pistol at 21.
You can have it gifted to you. A handgun can be gifted.
Yeah.
In certain states.
In the state of Virginia, I do know that at 18 years old, you can open carry a pistol.
Same here in Colorado.
Yeah. You can't conceal it, though. Conceal is 21 in most states. After applying for the license, it says that you undergo a criminal background check. We already do this. Like this, these people have never gone and bought a gun before. Like, we do this. This is something that you do when you go into a gun store for the first time.
I've been through background checks 16 times, okay?
Yeah.
And just now, within the last couple months, they extended it. So, like, I've bought 2 rifles and 1 handgun within the last 6 months, 8 months. And they did extend it. So now I wasn't able to go pick up my handgun until 5 days later. I used to be able to just go in and get on the same day.
Because typically it's like, okay, he's already passed, and if it's been a certain amount of time, like if you were to, pass your background check, and then you go in like a couple days later to buy another one or something like that, typically it's a little bit faster because they're able to kind of pull it up right away. You know what I mean? Like, I think my dad bought a handgun a while ago, and then he went in and bought another gun, and he had to basically redo paperwork because it's been a minute, since he went in and bought it.
Well, I don't think that it's even that their background check is taking that long, because out of all the weapons that I have bought in my years, it doesn't take that long for a background check. I mean, their system is fast. I'm pretty sure they're just holding it. I might be wrong, but for me, I feel like they're holding it to see if you do something stupid or something within the next couple days.
So you already have to do a background check. Once again, something that we already do. We don't just hand out guns to the people who can afford them. You do that in the black market, though, which, by the way, that won't stop if you were to ban guns. Fun fact, drugs are illegal in the United States. You know what type of problem we have in America? A drug problem. All right. Anyway, you have to undergo a psychological evaluation. Why? People's psychological states change all the time. Gen Z has the worst mental health, possibly because we self-diagnose, but we're not exactly the most stable bunch. And you're telling me we're going to hinge giving guns to people based off a psychological evaluation like this? There's no need.
Including that psychological evaluation is literally an evaluation from someone who thinks they're a professional. It's not something that's completely correct. It's very subjective to what that person interviewing.
I guarantee you, because this is going to sound horrible, I guarantee you the guys who shot up
Columbine?
No.
Sandy Hook?
Yeah, like all these schools, let's just say any school shooting, or the guy that shot up Vegas, right? They weren't insane their entire lives. You know what I mean?
Happened.
Some probably were, but yeah, in a moment they snapped. You know what I mean? This is one of those things where someone goes in to buy a gun and pass the psych eval, but then a couple weeks down the line they snap for 50 minutes, an hour, and those 50 minutes to an hour they make a horrible decision. Like, I'm not saying, because you can also get it mixed up. I'm saying we shouldn't give people guns. I'm saying a psychological evaluation doesn't make sense, and it's a waste of time and money, because you're going to have to pay, right? And if it's done through the government, it's going to come from you because you got to pay taxes. So yeah. Definitely. Anyway, moving on. You have to successfully this is all to get a general license, by the way. We haven't even gotten into the other style of license, which get even more stupid. You have to successfully complete a training course that's certified by the Attorney General in the use, safety, and storage of firearms that include at least 24 hours of training.
What are you going to do? Take a gun in and out of a safe for 6 hours? Like, that makes no sense.
So, when you get the license, right, I'm sorry, you haven't even gotten the license yet. You have to demonstrate on the issuance of the license that the individual will have an insurance policy issued under subsection D. So we're getting to that part still. So you have to have an insurance policy for this too in order to get a license. So that's great. So not only do you have to pay for the training, you're going to have to pay for a whole different insurance policy. Fantastic. This is already looking great. Now, Tristan, here's a part I know you will love. All right, now we got to get into the different types of license, because that's just the general license, right? That's to buy the non-scary wooden guns, right? Not the actual usable tactical,
shit.
Yeah. The antique firearm display license. It is a thing, and it is exactly what you think the name suggests.
So you need a license to be in possession of an antique.
Yep. It is. You have to go through basically. It's a whole separate license. It's a license. Sole purpose is to display an antique firearm in a residence.
So it's like not even something from World War II, like a Luger.
Yeah.
What? My God.
So you have to have this to just privately display it in your home. It's not like a license that you need to have for having it in a restaurant or something like that. This is just for you to have it in your residence.
So even a gun that doesn't fire, something that has no use.
Yeah.
You have to have that license.
It supplies proof that an individual owns an antique firearm, so it's like a certification thing, I guess, which I already know they're going to play it off of. It's only there to certify it's a real antique. And it describes the manner in which the firearm will be displayed in accordance with regulations prescribed by the Attorney General, and certifies the firearm will be so displayed, and demonstrates that the individual has provided for the storage of the firearm in a safe or facility approved by the Attorney General for the storage of firearms.
They're going to say it's
a display license. You have to describe how it's hanging on the wall. It's like it falls, it shifts like 2 degrees.
You get arrested.
Knocking down your door. It's not regulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Knocks down the door.
What was the crimes?
2 centimeters off.
The drywall gave way a little bit.
The house settled.
The command strip slipped. Whoops.
So you see, there was this zebra, right? And it kind of fell.
Oh man. You got pissed. The wife got pissed. She slammed the door too hard. Gun fell. Now you're in jail. The ATF raided your house. Great. So that's the antique firearm display license. It's stupid. And that's all I gotta say. It's dumb. Military style weapons license. This is great. Okay, here we go. The Attorney General shall issue to an individual a license to own and possess a military-style weapon if the individual is the holder of a license issued under subparagraph A, which is just the general weapon license. So think about this. Let's say you have to get a general license. Then let's say you have a gun that's been handed down for generations of your family from World War II. You have to have a license to even have that in your house to display it, right? Because let's say you want to hang it like over the fireplace or something, or you have a whole section dedicated to like great grandfather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to have that. But let's say now you want to buy an AR for home defense. You have to have 3 licenses just to do that. 3, all of which you're most likely going to have to pay for. Because these are not free. We know these won't be free.
The thing is, so, actually, after you're done with all this, I'll get to the...
After applying for the license under this subparagraph, successfully completes a training course certified by the Attorney General. So you have to complete another training course that the Attorney General comes up with, essentially, right? Because he's got to write off on it saying, this is okay, I approve of this. Once again... in the use, safety, and storage of the weapon, and then you gotta wait at least another 24 hours, and then you have to do live fire training. What?
It's ridiculous.
You want to do all that? Just send them to the military, man.
Oh my Jesus.
So you might ask yourself, right? Okay, Fatty, Redboy, right? What is a military-style weapon?
That's what I was going to get to.
I'm glad you asked because they provided a list. Have you ever played Call of Duty before or watched an action movie with Arnold, one-arming an M60? Those type of weapons are going to be in this list.
Along with other things, I'm guessing.
Section 92A of such title is amended by inserting after paragraph 29 the following. The term military-style weapon means any of the firearms or copies or duplicates of firearms in any caliber known as Norco Mitchell Polytechnical Technologies Advotamet AKs, all models of AKs. Action Arms Israeli Military Industries, the Uzi and Galil. the Beretta AR-70 or the SC-70, the Colt AR-15, so an AR-15, Fabric, so FNN or FAL or the FNLAR or the FNC, the SWD M10, M11, M11-9, and M12, the Steyr AUG, because I just have a Steyr AUG laying around. I know you do, Tristan. Totally have just an AUG. Like, that'd be sick, though.
M72 Laws rocket in my living room.
And enter it, a Tech 9, a Tech DC9, and a Tech 22. If you don't know what a Tech 9 is, it's like...
It's not the rapper. Okay.
It's what they use in like those stereotypical 90 movies, the fully automatic pistol for drive-bys, right? Revolving cylinder shotguns such as or similar to the Street Sweeper and the Striker 12. This right here literally tells me that these people got this list from video games and movies.
Dude, they literally got this list from Call of Duty Zombies. Like
the Street Sweeper and the Striker 12, right? They're just semi-automatic shotguns. A semi-automatic rifle that has the ability to accept a detachable magazine and has at least 2 of... Get ready for this one, because this is all defined in a military-style weapon. So, like a Ruger Mini, that is a wooden rifle, looks old, but it can accept detachable magazines. All right, so here you go.
The Mini 14?
Yeah, folding or telescoping stock. Because I got one of those. Because those change so much about how the weapon fires. It's literally there to adjust to if you're a short little dude or a tall guy, to adjust to your comfort level. That's what it's there for. It's not that. No, you drop it all the way back, Tristan. We're completely wrong, Tristan. I don't know why you think this. If you put it all the way forward, it obviously goes into assault mode. You can obviously shoot a plane down with it.
AR stands for assault rifle, boys.
It sounds even better in your laggy voice.
Is this still that laggy?
Yeah, but it sounds funny. Anyway, a pistol grip that protrudes conspicuously beneath the action of the weapon. So pistol grip. How to hold, once again, it's there for comfort. It's not, a pistol grip does not mean it's going to fire faster. A bayonet mount, because all my rifles are equipped with bayonets. I'm ready to storm the beaches of Normandy again. Yeah. 1776 all over again. We don't fire rounds at each other, we run. A flash suppressor or threaded barrel designed to accommodate a flash suppressor.
Oh my god.
I bet you they don't know what a flash suppressor is.
They don't even know what a muzzle brake is.
Because I bet you they thought it meant like silencer or suppressor.
They probably did.
Flash suppressor just means it mitigates muzzle flash.
And recoil a little bit.
Yeah, which, by the way, muzzle flash is very hard to see anyway. It's so fast. Oh yeah, and then a grenade launcher. You can't have a grenade launcher. Oh wait, you can't have it. You can't have it. No, I'm sorry. You can't have a semi-automatic rifle that has the ability to accept a grenade launcher.
Every AR-15 ever with a Picatinny rail.
Yeah, you can't put foregrips or underbarrel grips on your ARs anymore, folks.
P320 on that.
Oh yeah, okay. So we're still going on this list.
Dude, this bitch is long.
Yeah, these are all still military grade weapons. A semi-automatic a semi-automatic pistol that has the ability to accept detachable magazine and has at least 2 of an ammunition magazine that attaches to the pistol outside the pistol grip. A fast mag. So all my competitive shooters out there. Oh well.
Wait. That has the ability to accept a detachable magazine. How the hell are you? No one's gonna run around with revolvers for the rest of their lives.
You know, technically, there's some revolvers where you can take out the entire chamber and put in a new one. That's technically
you can take out the whole magazine. Wheel.
Yeah. So no semi-automatic pistols. A threaded barrel capable of accepting a barrel extender flash suppressor forward hand grip. All my handguns have a forward hand grip on them.
And a bump stock.
Or silencer. A shroud that is attached to or partially or completely encircles the barrel and that permits the shooter to hold the firearm with a non-trigger hand without being burned. Guys, if you hold your pistols, you have to burn your hand off. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my lord! Like, if you want to own this pistol, you got to inflict physical harm, brother.
Take it like a man. A manufactured weight of 50 ounces or more when the pistol is unloaded. Sorry, all my people that out there that like the Desert Eagle for being made out of pure metal and just heaviness. Can't own that one. It's over 50 ounces.
Can't even own a 1911.
A semi-automatic version of an automatic firearm. That's under pistol for some reason. So, any Glock then?
Yeah, I mean, you could do a hairpin trick on a Glock.
Well, it's like you can't have a semi-automatic version of an automatic firearm.
Let me just take out my fucking semi-automatic rocket launcher.
A semi-automatic... Oh, now we get into shotguns. A semi-automatic shotgun. So all my duck hunters out there, rip. A semi-automatic shotgun that has at least two of a folding or telescoping stock, a pistol grip that protrudes conspicuously beneath the action of the weapon, a fixed magazine capacity in excess of 5 rounds, and an ability to accept detachable magazines. Clerical amendment. The table of sections for such chapters amended by adding at the end of the following. Basically, they're going to add a bunch of stuff. Dude, this is, like I said, okay. In conclusion, as we read this hilariously stupid list, it is written by people that have no idea what they're talking about or know anything about guns other than what Hollywood and video games portray.
Am I still lagging?
No.
I'm not?
Not right now.
Not right
By the
now.
way, Tristan,
Okay.
I know you can help me out with this. Firing a fully automatic weapon is a horrible way to try and hit accurate shots unless you have a squad automatic weapon and you're laying down or mounted somewhere.
These are the same people making these laws that believe guns kill people. I have 4 guns sitting in the corner right now. They're not going to go rob a bank. It's not going to happen.
But they're big, scary, and tactical looking. What do you mean? There are some crazy, shifty things going on in the government right now that you need to keep your eyes on. This is literally a violation of your rights, okay? There are merchants that wrote the government asking if we can put cannons on our ships because they're technically military grade. The answer was a resounding yes. These people have no idea what they're talking about. They have no idea. All they're going to do is hurt the American people because, listen, bad guys aren't playing by rules. People that break into your house aren't exactly thinking, what's the legal way I can do this? You know what I mean? They're there to inflict harm. And on top of that, it's not even really there for home defense. It's there for we are the largest, technically speaking, the largest armed population in the world. It's one of the reasons why nobody invades the actual U.S. as a country outside of aquatic borders.
We own 67% of the world's civilian-owned weapons.
Yeah.
Of the whole entire world. What is that? Like, China's not stupid enough to be like,
yeah,
let's go. That sounds like a
that's
superb
the
idea.
thing. These people are idiots. I'm telling it how it is. They don't care about you. They don't care about your rights. They just want to stay in power. And they're scared of you, honestly. That's the truth.
The reason why this law is being written, especially for weapons, they're scared of the American people because, I mean, the American people have so much firepower. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, if they wanted to deploy the military, for one, most likely the military would tell the government to eat a dick.
Yeah.
Because
they're mostly all based.
Yeah.
They're all based.
They're all
long
based.
story short.
But it's also, that order would be unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Let alone the amount of dead soldiers, Marines, I'm not going to say sailors or Air Force, fuck them, but...
Still thank you for your service.
Still thank you for your service, but from another active duty... I'm not gonna say it. But the people who would be sent in would be Marines and Army on the ground forces. The amount of dead DOD employees, I'm gonna say employees because that's what we are, would be astounding if they went into a civil war with the American people. Like, who cares if you have a tank? You know how to make a redneck pipe bomb? It's fairly easy.
Yeah. Look. In conclusion, they're coming for your rights. This is going to be an interesting 4 years, okay? We haven't seen a big Democratic hold like this in a long time.